Good day, readers and viewers of Embassy Direct. Again, celebrating this Women's Month in South Africa. And today we're dedicating to connect with some of our members, this time in the hospitality sector. We are with Miss Nicky Coenen from Last Word. And Nicky will actually let us know about herself and her company. So Nicky, welcome today. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks, Rodrigo. Thank you for having me. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to be able to chat.
Yes. Where are you right now?
Me, physically, I'm in our boardroom, but our head office is based at our hotel that's in Constantia, Last Word Constantia, so in Cape Town. So that's where I am at the moment, yeah.
Great. Okay. So Nicky, tell us a little bit about yourself in the travel industry. How did you, well, and hospitality, obviously. How did you get related to it and until like your baby steps until today?
Okay. Yeah, so we are a family business of very, very small boutique hotels and lodges throughout South Africa. So we started in 2003, so we're now in our 21st year. And I've been involved right from the beginning. It's my father is the main chairman or shareholder. And so it's kind of like we've built the business up over the last, as I say, the last sort of 21 years. So we've got 3 properties that are based in Cape Town. We've got Last Word Long Beach, which is in Kommetjie, right on the beach. And that's a very, very small boutique property, 6 rooms only. Then we've got Last Word Constantia, which is in the heart of the Constantia Wine Valley area. So it's lovely and central to be able to explore Cape Town. And that's got 9 bedrooms. And we've got Last Word Franschhoek, which is in the heart of the village of Franschhoek, so literally a minute's walk wherever you want to go to. And that's got 10 rooms. And we've got our 2 safari lodges. Again, very small boutique lodges. One is in Klesiri Private Nature Reserve, which is called Last Word Katara. And that's in the Greater Kruger area. And that's got 6 rooms in total. And then we've got our new addition, which is called the Last Word Madikwe, and that is in the Madikwe Game Reserve. So that, again, lovely and small, 6 rooms in total. But then we also have a 3-bedroomed villa, which is taken on an exclusive basis. So they're actually a lovely circuit in being able to do a combination of beach, bush, winelands across South Africa, easy access to all of them. And yeah, as I say, a family business, so we're very, very hands-on in terms of our approach to the type of hospitality we offer, particularly sort of focusing on warmth, kindness, generosity, lovely staff who've been with us for 20-odd years. And we've just evolved, as I say, over the last couple of years into what we are. And very excited and very passionate about what we do.
Great. Tell me, as we said at the start, this is the commemoration of Women's Month. And as a lady yourself, how do you relate to these celebrations? And because the role of woman in South Africa has been a progressive one, no? Like around the world, you got the vote first, and slowly you have reached to the point where you are today. So share with us what are your feelings and your thoughts on the fact that South Africa commemorates a whole month for women, and how those women feel about it.
So in our company, we employ about 75% women, and it's not an intention in any form or fashion. It's just ended up like that. And being a leader in my position, I do feel that we embrace women within our company. It is very much, they have a very nurturing capability about them. And I think for the hospitality industry, particularly when you're dealing with guests, that warmth comes across amazingly through all the ladies that are employed in our company. There also a lot of the women that are employed with us are the breadwinners in the family, which is vitally important for us to sustain going forward. They often come from, husbands are working away or they've passed away. And so the women are the breadwinners within the families, and they're often looking after extended families. So not only their immediate families, but there'll be cousins or grandchildren or whatever it is. So, we're very proud of the amount of women that we do have working in our company, and we'd like to see that grow, obviously going forward as well. But it definitely, the dynamic of women brings in a different one. It's, there's a very nurturing kind of way in which we operate, and from a lot of sort of empathy, if I can say that as well. And I think certainly in South Africa, where in the past it was never, women were very much kind of stay at home, and that's where you should be. There's been a lot of progression in terms of women moving up into the employment sector, but not only that, but into managerial, senior managerial positions within South Africa. So it's fascinating to see how things have changed. And then I'm also a member of a women's group that sits in the UK that is very focused on CEOs and senior people running their own companies, and it is amazing to see how that has changed a lot over the last couple of years, for sure.
Yeah, interesting. And okay, let's go to the industry of tourism, which is actually one of the main bread makers of for South African families. I think South Africa has become an important destination, not only in Africa, but around the world. What is your take about the role of women in the different levels where tourism, travel, and hospitality get together? How do you foresee future for girls that are currently looking for a future, and could they actually see in tourism an opportunity?
Oh, absolutely. And I think what we need to remember about the tourism hospitality industry as such is that you don't have to have a degree in a qualification. And I think that's often, with a lot of sort of employment industries that you go into, you have to have, obviously a matric, and then a tertiary education. Whereas in hospitality and tourism, there are a lot of programs that you can get involved in without having those qualifications. And I think for women, it's vitally important. In fact, for anybody, it's vitally important. And as an industry, that's what we see, is that you can take someone who is completely unskilled, and train them and skill them up into some form of hospitality or tourism element within the industry. And I think the main thing to remember, and when we employ for our specific own company, is that we look at a passion. So this is a very passionate industry. You have to love being with people. It's people driven. It's about looking after people, ensuring that we create memories and that they have wonderful times with us. And if you have that within you, we can train the rest. And I think there is so much growth and opportunity for women to be taken from as an unskilled environment and trained in particularly like what we do with our culture, our ethos, in terms of what we want from our company and what we want to provide to our guests. So we employ the passion in an individual rather than looking at a skill set when we have people come. And we very much promote within the company. So we will nurture those people and build them up. If they're starting off, in a junior position, if they're showing if they're showing that they can do something more, then we'll obviously nurture them and build them up into more senior positions. And in fact, we've actually got a couple of interns that are with us at the moment for this year, just learning those skills, getting the experience, but just wonderful, wonderful ladies that we are growing and empowering within our business to be better. And hopefully you'll be managers one day. Who knows?
Nice. And last but not least, from the start, Embassy Direct has engaged with different role players of the tourism sector, especially from the hospitality area. How would you, for our readers and viewers, how would you describe and define this relationship that you have engaged with Embassy Direct, and how do you look forward for results from this marriage?
Well, I think the team that we've been dealing with at Embassy Direct are amazing. And the reach that you guys have really has been beneficial for us. We're a business. We're not a big hotel or a big group. And so we rely on a lot of personalized connections that we get via Embassy Direct. And people that understand and I think have an appreciation for what we are as a smaller boutique type company that offers that kind of travel experience to people who come and stay with us. And I believe wholeheartedly in small teams often understand, you know, a lot of each other's thinking because we're not big corporate companies. And I do think that the nature of the guests that we have had come and stay with us from the Embassy Direct channel they've been amazing, and they really, really have enjoyed their times with us as well, which we hope we can do more in future.
Thank you so much for your time today, Nicky.
It's a pleasure.
We hope that our readers and viewers patronize your different venues across South Africa, and we look forward actually one day to visit one of them.
Absolutely, anytime.
Thanks again, and keep well.
Thanks, Rodrigo. Same to you. Okay, bye.